Hey everyone, my face isn't all done up at all right now. This is days after I filmed, but obviously with everything going on in the world right now, with protests going on for what seems like the basic right for Black people to be able to exist, I'm posting this video, but I didn't want it to just be posted like nothing is going on. So I have a bunch of links down in the description of funds that you can donate towards, both for bail and just general action towards the Black community. And I think there are also some memorial funds for the Black folks that have been killed at the hands of the police. And so I have that. I might also have a couple other links. Please do whatever you can if you're not out there protesting, which I completely understand because it's a pandemic. I'm not out there protesting. Black people are disproportionately at risk. Still, to be able to put your money towards something, please, all of the links that you see, please share those too. And just, if you're a non-Black person, do your work. If you're a Black person, please take care of yourself because this is, even more so than usual, a really difficult time. So that's it. Hey, it's me, Monty Bree. If you've been here before, then welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been, then it's nice to meet you. Today I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing a bunch of firsts. Obviously you've read the title. I'm going to do mini twists with color in my hair. And I've done color before, but never on my natural hair. Like, I have had braids and twists of so many colors, but in all that time, I've never done the color red. I'm not totally sure which color I'm going to use yet. I will figure that out in a second, but both of them are from Crown Paint Colors, which is a Black owned hair color business, and I've actually used their colors before. I used their greens, but it was on synthetic hair and it was on synthetic braids, and like that was just not a good mix because it was like plastic obviously, and it just didn't really stick, and it stayed on a lot of stuff that I touched throughout the week or two that I had it on. But I really want to try it on my natural hair and see if obviously that turns out better. I'm also going to be using a favorite. You've seen me use it before if you watched my wash day routine. It is the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. I basically use that when I'm doing any sort of twist because it really helps it like stay in place. And it doesn't have the kind of like fallout and cast that a lot of the actual like gels that I would use otherwise do. So I did something I've never done before. In stretching my hair out, I sectioned it into 12 sections. Usually I only do like 4 to 6 sections, but I found that this actually worked a lot easier because I found that if I section it into 12 different sections, it makes it a lot easier to basically just do like 4 or 5 twists in one section and then pin that up and move on to the other one. And it took a little bit longer. Like, I'd say to put it in 12 sections, it probably took 45 minutes. Whereas usually if I just do the 4 sections, it takes like, I don't know, somewhere between 15 and 25. But I feel like it was worth it, so. And this part's super easy. I might just kind of do a voiceover for this because basically all I'm gonna do is use some of the smoothie on both sections and then just make sure that I kind of have enough that I can pull it pretty tight. I think because I have 2 colors, I have Heat and I have Brick, but the Brick I used before and it's kind of dried up, I think because I just didn't put the top on it right last time. I'm actually going to use Heat, which has a lot more stuff in it, and so it looks just like that. I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger, and then I'm not going to put it all the way up. I'm trying to test it out and see how far up I actually want to do it, but I'm basically just doing it like that. Is that enough? I feel like I definitely want it farther up. I'm definitely gonna do it farther up. I also almost forgot to show that they have like a sealant gel, a hair shadow sealant gel. So I'm gonna also use that so that maybe it kind of stays together a little bit more. So with the next couple ones, I'll probably do it as I'm twisting down so that I don't have to like keep unwinding. The gel smells so good too. It must have a bunch of flaxseed. Oh, aloe vera. It smells so good. So I'm gonna take some more. And yeah, I feel like that's a good height, length. It's so hard because I can't really tell the difference because it's pretty dark until I put it against my face and I'm like, oh, that has color. Can you guys see that? I don't, definitely has like color. I feel like it's not so much color that like it's a shock to my system, but it's just enough that I notice it. Okay, I think that's good. And then I'm definitely not doing this first one right, so don't watch more because I'm gonna do the other ones better, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of the sealant gel just right there. Okay, so I decided to just do the rest with voiceover because my toilet in my bathroom was making a bunch of sounds. But basically what I did is just twist the rest of the way down normally, just like with the curling cream. And then once I got about halfway down, I took the hair shadow and just made sure it was pretty evenly distributed between the two strands. And then I used the sealant gel to just twist the rest of the way down to make sure that it really would stick together. And that was basically what I did, so I'll just show you that on the rest of my head now. Okay, so that's the first section done. Excuse my bathroom sounds, but I think it showed up pretty well. I don't know if you guys can tell. I definitely think once I like get out of the bathroom lighting that I'll be able to see it so much better, but that's one section down. I'll probably like revise how I do it as I go through, but I'll show you guys the next couple sections. Okay, so I'm halfway done. It's been a little bit over an hour. I'm definitely going to have to redo some of these because like the front is thicker and the back is thinner, and I look a little bit like Travis Scott when he's on stage and that meme and he's like, ah. So I definitely will be redoing it, but the color is coming out really well. And like it stained my fingers some, but like I just wipe them off on a towel and it comes off pretty easily. I don't have like a mess on my shirt. So far I've been able to keep the counter in the bathroom clean. We'll see about that, but it's going well so far. Hey, I'm back. It's been technically like 3.5 hours since I started this whole process. Probably like 2 hours since my last check-in. That's because I took a break, I ate something, I did almost all of the rest of my hair. I will definitely be going over, because you can see like some of the parts in the front are very thick and then some of the ones in the back are not as thick because I got tired at parts, so I didn't like do the parts as like evenly as I could have. Also, I'm definitely planning on only wearing this for the next couple days, and then I'll wear it as like a twist out with the color in it after that. But I just wanted to give you one last update. Yeah, I'm gonna do this last section with just the same process that I did for everything else. Oh, I did realize like towards the front here, I always do really huge sections here because my hair in the front is short but very thick, and so I end up grabbing a lot of it. And so like this could be 4 twists, but that's a lot of hair for 4 twists. So actually I did it the same on the side. I'm gonna section it out into like 6, I think I did. 3 sections like this, and then I split each one into 2. And it also means that like in the front I have more parts, which I like because it gives me like a lot of different directions that I can move my hair. Again, I'm gonna do it as a twist out, so like I'm not really caring that much about the sections. Also, I hope you guys can see the color. I realized that like you couldn't see the color except for this front part because of my various backgrounds, and I thought that I was doing everything in front of like the white wall, and I wasn't, so hopefully you can see this. This is like, I think the first time that I've gotten any color on myself. So the fact that I didn't even get anything on myself until like the very last section, I think is pretty impressive. I don't know about you, but I'm impressed with myself. Okay, it is the very last section until I inevitably go back and redo the sections, but for right now, it's my last section. It didn't take that long. I thought this was gonna take so much longer than it did. I thought it was gonna be a lot more work than it is. Usually when I have done like mini twists, it's usually because I'm doing individual crochets, and so it's not really going to be seen. And even that takes a while, I think, because I care so much about the parting, because if I'm gonna put what's supposed to be, you know, a braid or some sort of twist over it, I don't want it to look fake. I want it to look like I actually braided the hair. Whereas for this, I was kind of able to have a little bit of freedom because I don't really care as much how the parts are. It's coming out of my head, so of course it looks natural. And also I'm going to take this out in a couple days, you know, it's just a twist out. Yeah, so that's it. I'm actually really happy with this. Yeah, I could definitely make some of these smaller, but I'm super happy with this. I've never had red in my hair. It's always been one of those colors that I've wanted to try, and I think it looks amazing on other people, but on me, I wasn't ready to make the commitment, because if I do like color in my braids, it's gonna be in my hair for like almost 2 months. But I would definitely do this again. I really like so far the chrome paint colors. I think they call them hair shadows. Like, I think with my natural hair, it worked super well. Like, I have some, you know, color on my hands, but it washed off really easily. It didn't get anywhere. Of course, my hair's short, so I don't really have to worry about like it getting on my t-shirt right now. I will do an update probably like in the comments with how it was like sleeping on it, and then if it still stayed in my hair the next couple days, or like if I felt like it was kind of coming off. But at this point, I do feel like it worked really well. And like I said, it's black owned. I got the sample sizes, and I think I'd already used just like a tiny bit of this color before today. And then I did, you know, my whole head, well, basically like the tips, and there's still a good amount left in there. This is the sample size. Like, there's like 2 or 3 other sizes. So I would definitely order this again, and maybe, I really like the color blue. It's my favorite color. It's the color that I put in my hair the most often. I would totally do that, or like a purple. There's just, now that I'm wearing my hair out of extensions and twists and all of that, I like finding new ways to kind of like experiment with the looks that I do. So definitely liked this, and I think it was a success. So if you like this too, please remember to like, comment down below, and subscribe. I also chose the color that I did off of an Instagram poll. I basically told people like, do you want green or do you want red? And people chose red, and I'm glad that they did. So also follow me over on Instagram, and I have a Twitter, and I'll see you next time. Bye.